only child, and I'm extremely grateful for my parents because they worked incredibly hard to make sure I didn't want for anything, mainly because I didn't know wanting things was an option. Like, my parents didn't even tell me about birthday presents. I had to find that shit out from other kids. I went to go hang out with my friend, and it was like her brother's birthday. And I walked in, and there was a table just full of presents right by a window, and the sun was just shining on it, and it was just magical, right? I've never seen anything like it. So I walked, I was like, what the fuck? So I went up to my friend, I'm like, what the hell's that? And she walked me over, and she's like, you see, it was like that moment in like Lion King when Mufasa was talking to Simba about like, everything the light touches is yours, except for I wasn't Simba. Like, none of that shit was mine, it was just sad. And so, of course, I got hella salty because I didn't even know that was a thing, like, and people do in America. Like, you just get shit for being born, like, every year. Like, you don't actually have to do anything. So I went up to my dad. I was like, Dad, what's the deal? How come you don't give me presents on my birthday? And he's like, well, we gave birth to you, so if anything, you owe us a gift. I don't know why the gift of life is not good enough anymore. Like, all right, that's fair. We'll just call it even. It's okay. We don't need to be doing the most. So, like, from then on, I decided I'm not going to ask my parents for anything again, which is why I got super excited when I found out Santa Claus was a thing, you know, because my parents obviously didn't tell me about him either. I found that out at school because they raised me Buddhist, but then they sent me to a private Christian school. Yeah, I don't know why. I still, to this day, I'm kind of like, what the fuck? Because, so I got there, right? And of course, like, I'm confused. I'm like, none of this shit makes sense. But then they started talking about Santa Claus. I'm like, converted. That shit makes a ton of sense. That's hella dope. You saying some strange white guy is just going to leave presents for being a good kid. But I grew up hella Asian, so I'm like, I'm a good kid. I'm getting free shit. This is awesome. So the teacher's explaining the story of Santa Claus, and I'm taking notes to make sure I'm going to get my free shit later, you know? So she's talking about, and then she starts talking about how Santa comes down a chimney. That's the only way he comes over. So I freak out, because at the time we lived in an apartment complex, so no chimney, right? So I'm like, oh shit. So I got home, and I ran up to my dad, and I'm just like panicking. I'm like, Dad, here's the deal. There's this dude named Santa Claus. We'll discuss why you didn't tell me about him later. That's not important. What's important is that we don't have a chimney, and apparently that's how he comes over, and I'm trying to get some free shit. So what can we do to fix the situation? Do we draw one on the wall? Do we build one? Can we write? What do we got to do? Can we rent one? And he just looks at me, and he's like, what the hell are you talking about? Santa doesn't exist. It's hella fucked up, right? Like, just do that to a child. That's why still to this day, I hate the holidays. Because I don't believe we should lie to our children anymore. Mainly because I didn't get that joy. I don't see why they should. That's just not fair. And also, that's why I waited till Christmas to tell my parents that I'm gay. You know, spreading the holiday joy. That's what they taught me. Some of y'all seem a little confused. Asians come in gay. That's a thing my people do as well. I don't know if you guys knew this. That's how gay kids happen. It's childhood trauma, right? You don't let your child believe in Santa Claus for the appropriate amount of time. They build up all this resentment that comes out in rainbows and unicorns 20 years later. That's how that shit happens. And growing up, I never realized how gay I looked because I grew up in a predominantly straight area, you know, because I grew up in society. And so I wasn't aware of it. Like, I always thought I blended in all right. And I know it's a little redundant to tell you that I'm gay and wear my keys at the same time. Because, you know, lesbians, we wear our keys because it's like our mating call. That's why I have so much shit on here. Like, I have a Petco tag. I don't own a pet. I have a gym membership tag. I don't work out. This is all just an advertisement to get bitches. That's all this is for. I have a friend, she used to give me a hard time because she would tell me, yeah, you're going to be single forever because you refer to women as bitches. I'm like, well, bitches be sensitive. That sounds like a personal problem. I don't have time for that. I got really lucky, though. I actually have a girlfriend now, and so I found one that wasn't sensitive. And so she's amazing. I don't know how. I know how lucky I am. She's great, and she's so supportive of the comedy thing because, you know, she still lets me wear my keys on stage. Mainly because they're my figurative balls, so the second I get off stage, she puts them in her purse. She's like, these are mine, bitch. Don't get it twisted.